Hello everybody, welcome to my February Strasbourg video blog. I'm here again. It's cold and sunny, so it's a pleasant place to be at the moment. We've got some very interesting things on the agenda. Perhaps it doesn't seem terribly important, but perhaps one of the things which I'd like to talk about is something called country of origin labelling. And we have a resolution that I'm a co-sponsor of to the Parliament to call on the Commission to bring forward rules that would allow processed meat to be labelled with country of origin. Now, I'll just explain why that's important. Post mad cow disease, it was made compulsory for primary meat. So if you buy a steak in the supermarket, it has to say where that beef came from. The same with a pork chop. But when you get into something like a rasher of bacon, that starts to get a little bit more complicated, because the pig could have been reared in Denmark and indeed slaughtered in Denmark, but the carcass is then transported to the UK, and if the bacon is there sliced in the UK and packed, you might find that in your supermarket there's a little Union Jack on there and it's British bacon. Now, that's always been a real problem. And personally, I believe that we have the right to know where our food comes from, particularly meat. People want to know for different reasons. Some people believe that they want to buy British for patriotic reasons, they want to support British farming. Other people want to buy British because they believe that our quality is higher. Other people want to buy British because they believe that our animal welfare standards are higher. All of these things may be true. Many people don't care. Fair enough. They can just buy the cheapest or the thing that they think looks best wherever it comes from. Nothing to stop them doing that. But for many people, and particularly after last year when we had the problems of horse meat in processed lasagna, the confidence of knowing where the ingredients from processed food come from, I think the demand for that has been growing. So what we're saying is that we would like the Commission to extend the requirement for country of origin labelling on primary meat into processed, so that you will know that when you buy that pack of sausages, it really is entirely ingredients from the UK, from Denmark, maybe a mixture, maybe German sausage if that's your thing, but you would know exactly where that product comes from. And believe it or not, this is quite contentious. Not everybody agrees. I think for some of us who are free trade thinkers, and I am one of those, there are some difficulties because, after all, country of origin allows you to be protectionist. But I think on balance, the issues around hygiene, welfare and the support for British farming, which, as we all know, has been having some difficult times, I think that all outweighs any free trade issues. Nobody's saying that there should be tariffs. It's simply a question of knowing. And in my view, the more a consumer knows about the food they eat, the better. And that's one of the things that I try to do while I'm here. So that's been a big issue for me this week, as I say, I'm a co-sponsor of that resolution. Also on the agenda, we've had a very interesting meeting with Cecilia Malmström. She is the Swedish Commissioner, but she happens to be responsible for free trade. And as you know, with a big negotiation going on at the moment called TTIP, which is the Transatlantic Trade and Investment Partnership. To you and I, that's a free trade agreement between the EU and the US. And that's now into its 8th round of talks. This could add billions of pounds to the UK economy, and it would actually be the biggest free trade agreement the world's ever seen between two of the largest partners. So it's a very important issue for the UK, for both for exporting across the board. So we are engaged in that. There's a big campaign, you may have heard, against TTIP. Difficult to assess whether that's based on real concerns about the agreements, or is it just basic anti-Americanism. I don't know, I leave you to judge that. But we've been talking, as I say, this week with the Commissioner, who's given us her assurance that she will be working hard on the issues that the public find difficult. And one of those issues, funnily enough, is around standards on animal welfare and on food. You probably know that if you buy beef in the US, it may well, quite probably, have growth hormones still present. That's completely banned in the UK. So clearly, they will not be able to import that beef into the UK or the EU, even with a free trade agreement. And these are issues that we have to bottom out. So, bit of a food event this week. I hope all of you are enjoying this tiny little bit of sunny weather that we've been having over the last few days. And I look forward to speaking to you all again in March. Thank you.